boys and girls, this has been a long time in the making. Let's just make a little bit of space here, some more model stuff that I work on. The steampunk box mods, which I've been banding about for a little while now, they started off like that. If you compare to the battery caddies I'll be using in them, too small. I want to make them compact. I actually wanted to make them 8500s, but didn't quite work out that way. So, prototype now to one side, used as a guide. As you can see, it will fit in a box of this size. Now, I've not done a lot over Christmas and the New Year with these because obviously I've had my daughter and various other things as well. But I have started making the template for Steampunk Box Mod Mark II. So here we go. Obviously, this will all go together like so, and obviously that's going to be hinged so you can get access to the batteries. Now, interestingly, I have a few broken variable voltage mods. Now, the gubbins actually works. So with my one particularly, I'm going to see if I can't take this top cap off and punch out the internals and see if I can't make one of these or a couple of these variable voltage. Now, of course, people who've donated said broken mods will get those if it works, so I'll try with mine first, as I said. But this first one's going to be mechanical, so there we go. A rough idea of sort of size and yeah, how it's going to look and whatnot with all the nice gubbins and whatnot. I'll put that together right. And you know, decent sized box mod. This is obviously going to be stained, maybe even varnished, and nice shiny Pokemon Detra on it as well. Hello, hi. So yeah, this is part one. Bit of a compromise. I'll get this box all put together. We've got a nice little selection of brass bits to go on it. Some hinges there and whatnot. Obviously, you know all the bits that I've made up myself. Got some pins there. Got some other raiment that will go onto some. A whole little box full of gubbins there. You know, and all that will in one way or another end up on these mods. Clockworky bits, some nice brass tacks there, which I've had long enough to go through. Probably on my one I'll use these bits because they're quite big and chunky, but we've got some nice miniature hinges and tacks to go there as well. So yeah, let's crack on. Just to let you know where we are with the Steampunk Box mod. We've started the stain. The 510 is in situ. Switches in, as you can see, battery compartments in. Unfortunately, last night we decided to take the evening off and watch some Hobbit. So I didn't actually get around to soldering it, but I probably would have. May do it tonight. See how I feel. All I've got to do really to connect this up as a circuit is find a secondary negative wire. Just connect the circuit all up. There's the back. With regards to that part, I need to A, make the hinge, and B, get it all sort of sanded, all nice and flush. So there's a few corners got to come off and a little bit there, and the bottom needs to be sanded flush anyway. So a lot of work's going into such a simple mechanical mod, but it's obviously going to be quite a large one. So I'm thinking for my one, I'm going to give it a cigar box look. So I can go 18657. that's pretty much as far as it's got at the moment. Decorations are all pretty much pre-made. I might work a bit on the decoration tonight. It's obviously got a bigger area than the original box, which is hiding over there. It's now a battery box, where I store my charged batteries. That's all stuck in hot glue. Bit of the old quick steel there, and super glue, hence that little patch there as well. And you know, it's all coming together fairly well. Give it time, a couple of days, we'll have a working mod. Well, maybe we'll have it tonight. Okay, see you in the next segment. Alright guys and girls, this evening I thought to myself, you know, I've got a free evening, so I want to do some work, and started working on the old steampunk box mod, as that's my current project, as you well know. Of course, if you're watching this entire video, then you have seen the build as it goes. Anyway, we're at this stage right now. Now, I want to explain this a little bit. If you were following the threads on tonight, the 8th of January, on Just Vapes, you were seeing I was struggling a bit with connectivity, continuity, and all that sort of business. Anyway, it turns out that these are the battery cases that I'm using for the build. You can see it installed there with the battery in case. I'll get to that in a second. This was the battery I was using, which is a flat top lava tube specific battery, which I bought earlier on in the year, last year when I first started vaping. Now, this particular circuit that I've built here has gone through 3 permutations because I couldn't understand why I was getting a massive voltage drop on pressing the button. Turns out that these battery cases really don't like these flat top batteries, which is weird because my birthday present from Let's Vape has the same case, and as you can see, identical battery in situ. Firing off quite nicely. So obviously I thought, yeah, should work. These are my main workhorse batteries, blah blah blah. Anyway, after much faffing about, it turns out that these particular doobries don't like flat top batteries, and they do actually like nippled batteries. That's my AWIMR. I'm working perfectly well. So now what I've got to do is I've got to take this atomizer head out of the case itself and install that one in, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just try and prise this quick steel off, get some debonder for the super glue seal on the top there, push that through, make sure the ego threading's fine. It doesn't necessarily matter if it doesn't go through because I've got an adapter. This will be my personal one, but you know, truth of the matter is, if you're going to have these off me, you need to have nipple top batteries, otherwise they're just not going to work. That is my bad. I should have done my research on the cases in the first place, but we all make mistakes, and unfortunately I've made one. In the process of building that circuit, I have broken a glass, not out of frustration, but by dropping the battery case itself onto a glass that was on the floor, rather silly. It's all cleared up now. It's in the bin. Anyway, frustrating night's over. I'm going to fill my glass back up in a minute. I'm going to sit and chill. I'm talking to some people. Good old Mr. Ryan, RY1. A certain David Malik as well. Hopefully the next video, well in fact the actual video you should see before this will be of course the BBC Vape Meets this coming Saturday on the 11th. And I'm waffling now. I shall say peace and see you in the next segment. Hopefully with a built mod and this piece of wood all stained up and all just like, you know, with the atomizer on top and blah blah blah. Peace. Alright folks, update on the steampunk box mod. As of course you will have seen in previous parts that this doesn't work. That does. So basically I've got to try and cut that puppy out. As you can see I made a start, got the older rotary, give it a bit of grunt, and let's try and cut this puppy out, shall we? do this off camera and come back when I'm done. Okay then folks, where are we now with the steampunk box mod build? Well, here we go. We've got a try and get that focused, a box mod. There's your firing switch, there's the working 510 atomizer connector and the hinged cigar box style box mod. Obviously 18650 connection there, all wired up, the switch and to the 510 atomizer. As you can tell, this is an old Ego atomizer connection. To find the previous one that was in it, we'll have to go into my bin, I think, or have I been completely wrong? No, I'm completely wrong. It's right here in the box obits. And there you go. That's the original one. Terribly out of focus. I'm not quite sure as yet why it wasn't firing. All the solder was fine and we had connectivity, but I think the dowel ring insert there on the positive was melted a little bit and it was short in somewhere, so I'm going to throw it down there. So there you go, there is the working box mod. That does work, as you may, well, by now you will have seen the post I put up in Just Vapes of me using it. This is now all glued in, as you can see, because it destroys the stain, so I'm going to have to sand it back and restain it, but that's not a problem because it gives it a nice layered look. Got to do this bottom bit, sand it all off, get it all nice and level, everything. I've got to do the same with the, I don't know if you can just about see that those hinges are a little bit proud, but as with every experiment, you know, you discover what you're doing as you're going on. And this is a complete no experiment. I literally have a thought. This is how I work. I have a thought and then I make something, and 9 times out of 10 it sort of works, and so far we've got a working box mod. So yeah, there we go. What I'll do is I'll just do a quick jump cut and stick an atomizer on there and show you it working. So there we go. The working box mod. Oh god, I'm well off the shot. There you go, working box mod. Battery inside. Let's go ahead and see what she vapes like. Pretty well. No, that's not bad actually. As far as an experiment goes, I think I've done alright. Once I've got the decoration on and sorted out all the get it all smooth, decorated, you know, maybe put some sort of glamoring on that gap there. I don't know, it should look pretty good. I'm going to, just for the sake of prosperity, I want to try my Jenny on it. I don't think it'll work because the positive on this sort of sucks up, and I was right, yeah. Positive on that's probably, actually I'll tell you what we'll do, just to see. There we go. No, not having it. Didn't think it would. But that's my Jenny for you. It's a right aggro bugger. So there you go. It works with that, which has got quite a proud positive on it. So it's working. It works. That's the important thing right now. Give me the idea of a giant steampunk style box mod. And it works. Colour me well happy right now. Catch you in the next bit. Ongoing build.